Welcome once again to the Everything PR Vodcast, where we learn, unlearn, unpack challenges, follow trends, and identify opportunities within the PR profession. It's me, your host, once again, Joan Kataike Okello, a seasoned public relations, communication, and events specialist. Today, I would like to focus on a very interesting topic that many of us PR professionals actually face as we go about with the work that we do for clients, brands, and organizations. What happens when a brand you represent, when an organization that you work for goes viral for the wrong reasons? What would you do as a PR professional or even an individual or the entity itself whose communication has gone viral for the wrong reasons? Interestingly, every communicator, every organization is interested in having a lot of likes on their posts. Is very interested in having stories that have a lot of shares, a very high reach, only when it's positive. When it becomes negative, within seconds, within minutes or hours, this negative content can actually cause a crisis for a brand, an entity, or an organization. A lot of scenarios actually cause viral content for organizations or brands. It could be a customer that walked into a bank premise and was mishandled. It could be money that disappeared from a customer's bank account. Some organizations prefer to keep quiet, while others prefer to speak immediately. I'm going to take you through the do's and don'ts when content goes viral for the wrong reasons. First and foremost, one needs to understand whether the content or the story that is being published is legitimate. That is the first thing you need to do before you send out any information. Is it factual? Who is fueling this conversation? Which media platforms has this conversation actually been run on? Has it already become viral to millions and thousands of people? You need to understand the crisis at hand. Is it legitimate or not? So if it's legitimate or not legitimate, the responses as well differ. For a brand or an organization to go viral for the wrong reasons, it could be different scenarios. For example, a customer complains that money disappeared from their bank account, but they did not withdraw it. A customer complains that the product that was promised to them online was different from what was delivered. A client complains about the service you have delivered to them. Business partners working together go haywire and end up in court. It could even be a politician sending out negative allegations. All these can actually create viral content for a brand or an organization or even an individual. So in this case, what do? It is very important that an organization issues what we call a holding statement. What is that statement that is acknowledging that this complaint is actually valid, and what are you doing about it as an organization? When customers, when clients, when individuals acknowledge that you're solving their situation, they actually calm down. Once they acknowledge that you're empathizing with them, you're empathetic as a brand, you're reaching out to them and trying to fix a situation, it will not get into the negatives of the negatives. As an organization that pretends that a complaint is going on and is not responding to it. However, it's also very important, once you acknowledge that a complaint is actually truthful, number one, you need to identify which media platform am I using to communicate to this customer, to this client, or to this individual that has complained. If it is really a one-off case, it's important that you write to these people personally. It could be an email, it could be via social media, it could be reaching out to them on phone or inboxing them and inquiring for their telephone number so that you keep them off social media if the content has gone viral on social media. However, if the complaints are several, one person posted and then it created a multiplier effect where so many people complained about a particular service or product or a particular organization, it's very important that you issue a public acknowledgement of the matter and state how you are solving this situation. That way, the viralness of the context within which people are complaining actually reduces and it is toned down. When a complaint is truthful again, let's avoid becoming defensive. Have you seen organizations when a complaint is set out, instead of offering solutions to solving this complaint, they quickly issue press statements and become very defensive. But the issue is still there, and what the consumers do or customers, they actually share more screenshots, proving the fact around this complaint. Whether a complaint is truthful or it's wrongfully stated out there, it's important that you issue a holding statement. So in an instance where a brand or an organization is being accused wrongfully, the holding statement justifies or clarifies issues so that these complaints can actually cease out. Additionally, if you know your brand is being accused wrongfully, there are some organizations that actually opt to keep quiet. Did you know that silence is a very powerful PR tool? Did you know that? Always remember that when your brand has gone viral for the wrong reasons, and truthfully customers are complaining about something wrong that has gone bad with a product or a service, or a promise that you gave that you did not fulfill, remember to understand the situation first, to offer a solution regarding how you are solving the issue, and be as empathetic as you can be. Remember, all this we do to protect the reputation of our brands, of our personalities, and the organizations that we represent. Next week, I will be tackling a very interesting and dynamic topic. Is there power in PR beyond the headlines or the news that we pitch out there? If you've enjoyed today's video, remember to like it and subscribe to my channel, Everything PR, where we learn and unlearn everything about public relations. For more tips and strategies on public relations, feel free to reach out. It's me, your host, once again, Joanne Kataike Okello.